Hello,
Hello!
Tangerines, and ho ho ho, Merry Christmas.
Or moo moo moo, as we said in the last video.
Or row 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 if you're Laska. Row 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 row. Laska's actually right here.
She joined us.
Hi. Hi. You want to say hello?
Okay.
Everybody wants to see you, basically. Well, what's up, guys? It's been a while, hasn't it, since we've done a live stream?
Yeah, we're finally maybe in a place with good enough internet.
Fingers crossed this goes off without a hitch.
Yeah.
So we thought today we would just have a little casual chit-chat, story time, fill you in on some stuff that's been going on in our travels that hasn't made it into our videos. To start things off, I have a very serious question for you all. Why are there so many versions of tiny Mexican pizzas, aka sopes, garnachas, panuchos, salbutes,
Everywhere we go,
memelas, I'm not done, picadas. Did I miss any?
you can make all those small picaditas, memelitas.
Memelitas, garnachitas, sopitas, sopeitas.
When we were learning some Spanish before coming to Mexico, and I was wondering why they weren't teaching us any food. I was like, how are we going to navigate the food scene when we get to Mexico? And I don't know why, because foods are called something different everywhere you go. Like, if you're Mexican and you've spent your whole life in Mexico, then you go to Peru, you won't know any of the foods there.
Yeah, so the ones that I just named for basically what I call a tiny Mexican pizza, it's not actually a pizza, these things, and there are small differences between them, but like, for instance, a sope, all of these are corn dough base. The shape or thickness or crunchiness of said dough base ranges a little bit. Some of them have sauce, some of them don't, some of them have beans, some of them don't. Some of the time the beans and sauce are on the inside or on the top. They generally all have cheese. Sometimes they have meat, but isn't it kind of the case with Mexican food? Not hating on Mexican food. I love all of these things. But it is a little bit like different variations of each other, just slightly different variations, and then you call it a different thing if you're in a different state.
Miguel says they're all different versions of sopes.
Yeah, okay, so our sopes, I wanted to know that. What was the first thing? What did everybody else base their thing off of? Sopes? Because that was the first one that we learned in Guadalajara. We thought antojitos were a type of sope at the time. We did not realize antojitos meant like starters, appetizers. So let us know as we're chit-chatting what questions you might have about our travels, what we've been up to, anything like that.
We've done a lot since our last live stream. The last live stream, we were in Mérida. Since then, we spent a week in Campeche. Then we went to Villahermosa for a few nights there.
Unbeknownst to us, what was coming in our drive out of Tabasco, the entire state is flooded right now.
And it was the drive to Villahermosa from Campeche that was totally flooded, right?
Oh, yeah. Right, so then after that, when we left Villahermosa to Catemaco, that's when the car took another beating with those crazy, awful roads. You were saying in our email newsletter, we're going to have to take the car to the doctor because right before we left Puerto Morelos in Quintana Roo, we took it to the dealership and it was all perfect and it had its, bi-yearly or quarterly checkup or whatever, and it was fine. Since we drove through all that water and since we went through all those, what we should have definitely had a four-wheel drive vehicle to go over, it's like making new noises. We noticed this thing in the front, like, popped out, sort of.
Part of the bumper, like a piece of the bumper popped out. It looks like you can pop it right back in, but I don't want to hit it too hard and break it when I'm guessing the dealer or the car doctor knows what to do.
How do I do these comments? I totally forgot. Oh, here. Okay. What was the most shocking thing about Mexico which we didn't expect during the first month of travel?
Oh, gosh. How difficult it was with the language.
Yeah, I was going to say communicating with people. We had this idea before going, because we did do Spanish lessons. We had this idea that we would just pick up everything that we didn't know. And I thought I was so almost fluent when we were first traveling in Mexico. And like, that was not even remotely close. It's kind of looking back, it's like embarrassing that I even thought that. Yeah, so that's probably the biggest. Thank you so much, Lucy, for the super chat. What does the Mexican government say about our YouTube channel and business? Are they okay with it? We've never communicated with the Mexican government regarding our YouTube channel. I would imagine that they're pretty okay with it because we've basically done nothing but encourage more tourism. People tell us, like, dozens and dozens of people every day tell us that they're traveling to XYZ place because they saw a video that we made there, or that they're moving to Mexico, and all of that is like bringing tourism or foreigner dollars to stimulate the economy. So I would think they're pretty on board. And we've never been paid by them either. Some people think that we're like funded by, I don't know, various cities' tourism boards or whatever, but nope, not a pesito.
Guerrero has reached out to us, but nothing ever came of it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and Acapulco specifically, they were like really happy that we made the video there, considering it has a really bad reputation. So.
Don't tell the next owner you drowned it. We didn't drown it. I mean, we drove it through some water.
And I mean, come on, it's like basically a famous car. We'll just show them the video and be like, it comes with a little bit of adventure. Experience, that's it. I almost said baggage, but like we're keeping the bags, so. Those get quite a beating as well, in addition to our car.
Joseph asks, how do you prepare for all the police checkpoints when traveling in Mexico? Seems being gringos, we get stopped on every trip. So getting a front license plate helped, because in Arizona you only get one license plate. So we got a copy of that, and that reduced the number of times we get stopped or pulled over. But I don't know, just have our paperwork in order.
And you know, to be honest, I think we get pulled over less often now because you're driving the car a lot more. And in Mexico, it's just not as customary for women to drive, I guess. And so whenever we get pulled over, they'd be like, whose car is this? And I'd be like, it's my car, because it is. I bought the car, the title's in my name and everything. Then they'd ask again, are you renting this car or do you own it? It's like, I own it. Okay, who owns the car? Still me. I don't understand what we're doing here, but that has happened before. Tony says we should go back to Acapulco. I want to. I liked it there. Our coconut man and the...
Our coconut man.
I mean, okay, well, truth be told, I didn't really like all the interactions with him, but I did love that we could get fresh coconut juice every day for 20 pesos.
I love the sunsets there and so much great food and the cliff diving. Really cool place.
Yeah, pozole though, pozole Thursdays.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, I still have dreams about that.
How many miles have you put in your car? About 30,000.
30,000. I would think it would be more by now, don't you guys? But I bought it new, so it didn't have a ton of miles when we started driving in Mexico.
Got the Beatles in the house?
We are living it, yeah. Orange submarine. It's a tangerine submarine, I think you mean.
Thank you for the super chat, Lucy. One more comment. If you all ever get another car, will it be orange or yellow in color? Probably not.
Yeah.
After our experience of, well, we've been followed a couple of times. We would like one that doesn't stand out as much, probably.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I mean, there's also stuff that's happened, like, I'm sure they were very well-meaning people, but they probably got excited and took a picture of our car in front of our old apartment in Puerto Morelos, where it was very obvious where we lived, and just for, like, safety issues, I know, like, 99% of the people who watch our videos and everything, like you guys watching here, absolutely love us, but you never know about that 1% and what they might do with the information of, like, where we live. So, with that, we would look, yeah, for something a little bit more inconspicuous.
Jim asks, any decision on condo buying? Well, with that video we did, we decided we can't make the numbers work on that, and we're going to keep looking around the country and probably show you guys some of what we're looking at.
And like other types of options too, because that was obviously our first time looking at anything, and it was a condo. I'd love to see what some options would be for like just your average apartment, or maybe even some type of hacienda style property where it's on like a larger plot of land, like some things along those lines. Lady, is that how you pronounce it? Have we visited Veracruz and how was it? Interesting you ask that because just yesterday we posted our second video of 2020 from Veracruz from Orizaba, and the week before that we went to Lake Catemaco, Veracruz, and loved both of those places. Seriously, I think those two videos are like two of my favorite that we've released this entire year. So if you're looking for anything to watch, please go watch those. We poured our heart and soul into them.
Joseph, thank you for the super chat. We appreciate that. Al asked, do you guys run into other Americans living in Mexico friendly? I mean, it totally depends on where we're at. When we were in Orizaba, we didn't see another American all week.
Yeah.
When we were in Lake Catemaco, we hardly saw a single person because it's so sparsely populated.
Yeah.
But like when we were in the Riviera Maya, all the time. When we were living around Lake Chapala, many times a day. Like a lot of places are many times a day.
Yeah. Very true. Especially we've made a video there.
And as for the friendly part, yeah, most are friendly.
I don't think, have we ever met someone that's not friendly?
I mean, we've met some people who later turned out to be not friendly towards us.
Oh, yeah.
And then we've met some who were a little too friendly, like, here, put on my sweaty hat.
Oh, yeah. And then just, yeah, I like have a bubble, really. And so anybody, especially if they're sweaty or like I don't know them, please don't touch me. Henry,
Especially if you're sweaty.
thank you so much for the super chat. Super great to see you three again. Sorry about that. I don't know where that's coming from. Just curious, are we going to be spending Christmas and New Year's Eve in Mexico again? Yes, given all the issues that we had with flights the last time when we were, where the heck were we even going? Vegas?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, because of the reservations with like Aeromexico canceling half our itinerary and all the hoops that we had to jump through to like rebook that one leg of the flight. We just weren't feeling really good about flying, and then also kind of the climate of COVID in the U.S. That whole like situation.
I would answer this differently, actually,
That means.
because well, we have a place booked here in Mexico, like for Christmas and New Year's, but just today I was actually looking at flights, like considering leaving in a couple days. So.
And we'll see about that.
And
I don't know how I feel about that.
You were hoping for more Christmas cheer where we're at.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like in Orizaba, that would have been, we didn't know this. Like when we picked going to Orizaba, it was actually kind of last minute. When we picked going there, we had no idea the Christmas spirit that it would have, and that's really like, I don't know, I just look forward to Christmas every year, and I've always spent it with my family. I really enjoy the family time and everything, and Christmas music and the cheesy decorations and the lights and all that, and Orizaba had that, and Mexico elsewhere, Christmas in Mexico elsewhere is just celebrated differently, and so it's just kind of, it's hard for me to adapt to that since I have experienced Christmas a very different way the rest of my life.
Hi, Owen. Owen wants to know how Laska is doing with your resuming travels. She's doing pretty well. Yeah, she's getting along. As long as we stay at least a week in a place, I think she does all right.
Yeah, well, and I think she's really, really loving the travel, especially as we've gotten into cooler places. I've never seen her be like this before ever, but when we're in Orizaba, that's the coolest temperature place that she's been in 2 years or more. Mm-hmm. And we would go on these really long WALKs and throughout the city and I'm talking long, like 4-5 hours. And we get back to the hotel, and she'd still be pulling. She'd be pulling away from the hotel, like, no, I know this is where we're going, but I'm not ready for this yet. Like, it's time to keep going. Like, her Husky batteries never lost any charge. Meanwhile, we were like, oh my gosh, Laska, my fear.
Runic Bolt, thank you for the super chat. Where would you consider to be the safest place in Mexico? I don't know.
I feel like there's a lot of cities that we've been that to me seem equally as safe. I felt very safe in Guadalajara. I feel like Merida was very safe. Puerto Morelos is safe.
I know in Guadalajara, there's certain parts of the city you don't want to go. Like it's a big city of 6 million people. Where we were, I never felt afraid walking around at night or anything like that. And in most cities, that's a tough one. I really have to think about that.
I feel like it would be easier to answer what cities do we feel like are the least safe, because
Yeah,
a
that's
lot
much
of
easier to
them to
answer.
me are like level playing field as far as how I
Uh-huh.
feel in the city.
I agree.
I would say of any city that we visited, the least safe, the one that I felt the least safe was Heroica Veracruz, uh, which it almost made us never want to go back to Veracruz. I'm glad we did, because these past two cities that we were in Veracruz, I love them. I love them, love them, love them. I want to go back.
John says Puerto Vallarta has a great Christmas.
Do you feel like that's because it has a lot of foreign influence of like foreign Christmas traditions, or do you mean like Mexican Christmas traditions?
Siete Carrera says Husky batteries.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they're fully charged.
And like the Energizer Bunny, they just keep going and going and going. Oh my goodness. What a super chat. No, super sticker. Thank you so
Tony.
much, Tony. That is really generous. I saw a question here. Oh, actually, we're getting a little behind. And also thank you to Tony, another Tony the Chihuahua mix. Maybe Laska should be saying thank you to the Chihuahua. And thank you to Lorraine. Oh my gosh. Right? I'm blanking. But thank you very much. Glad you're traveling again and showing specific places and things to do while there. Us too. I'm very glad to be out of Puerto, just seeing other places.
All right, we are caught up.
Okay, I saw a comment that this was something that we were going to chat about anyway, but somebody said something along the lines of hindsight being 2020. If we got a different car before coming to Mexico, what would it be? I think for like 90% of the driving that we've done in Mexico, our car has been perfectly fine. It has decently high clearance. Occasionally we'll bottom out on topes, but generally it's like a little scrape, not anything too bad. If we were to get a different one though,
four-wheel drive something?
Yeah, something four-wheel drive, hopefully. Like our ideal car now, if we were getting something that was four-wheel drive, has decent gas mileage, like 30 combined or higher, good safety and like crash ratings and stuff.
Four-wheel drive. I would like
drive,
something
yeah.
with a bit more space.
Yeah, but not huge. Like we don't need a big SUV. But
I'm
something
thinking
kind
a
of like
small SUV.
And in my head, it would be kind of like a Honda CR-V size, or like Toyota RAV4, because those get a little bit better gas mileage. But
and thank you again, Tony.
Thank you. That's really, really generous. Oh, Laska wants to play. Do you hear the squeak? That's her toy.
Watch Christmas vids from Querétaro that looked great and super Christmassy. Don't know if it would be the same now with COVID. Yeah, that's still a place we haven't been. We've technically driven through a little corner of the state, but we've never stopped in Querétaro.
But I want to go there. It looks like a really, it looks like it has all the elements of a city that we would really like. The history and the culture and the food.
Damn, Tony Sparks flexing on the rest of us broke dudes.
Okay.
And flexing in the profile picture too.
Okay, there we go. No, we can't see you.
How long do you think 10K will last in Mexico? I'm planning to move there, and I'll need to find a job before the money runs out. So, depending on that's such a hard question to ask or to answer, because depending on your lifestyle, that could be gone in 3 months, or it could last 3 years.
And also depending on where you are. So maybe you could give us more information.
Yeah, like you could go to a place that's very affordable and live frugally, not going out to eat, and you have rent of $100 a month. Like all your other expenses total about $200 a month, and you could live for about $300 a month if you did it really frugally. I mean, that's how a lot of Mexicans live.
So we've got some car thoughts here. RAV4, Toyota, Subaru. That's something I would consider. I've always heard really good things about Subaru, and I think they're pretty attractive looking as far as cars go. Subaru Outback. And Tony, Merry Christmas to you. And thank you again for the super chats. Ron says the Outback has 9-inch clearance. So that might be good for all the topes here.
Is
But
9
yeah,
inch clearance good? I don't even know what a good clearance is.
I mean, 9, that's like almost a foot. So,
Does Mexico do Christmas trees? In some places, we just released a video from Orizaba
yep.
yesterday, and
Got my steps.
pretty much every business there had a Christmas tree up. Thanks for the super chat, Henry. Do you guys think you'll be able to explore the Pura Vida of Costa Rica next year? Would love for you to research the annual Envision Festival in Costa Rica. It changes people's lives for the better. Huh. Well, I've never heard of it. Interesting you mentioned Costa Rica because on our Catemaco video, so many people said it reminds them of Costa Rica.
You guys are asking about Christmas trees, by the way. This is mine that I made this year because I couldn't find a tiny Christmas tree. This is made out of a to-go cup holder for the base, and then lots of paper bags.
And the star, paper bag.
Paper bag, yep. Creativity at its finest. Or at its trashiest, because it's made out of trash.
Thanks for the super sticker, Tomas. We appreciate that. And Gary for the super chat. Merry Christmas, y'all. Stay safe and away from harmful viruses. You
That
as
is
well.
the plan. And yes, you too.
Where are you now? Not in Orizaba?
Sadly, no. Well, not too sadly. We're in the state of Oaxaca. I just say sadly because Orizaba had so much Christmas spirit, and I expected there to be a lot more here. But it's kind of hard to top what we saw at Orizaba.
Speaking of Orizaba, this was for you. Well, sort of, because you had. Well, no, not for you. He met both of us.
Oh, oh yeah, I met you at the gluten-free cakes place. Were you the cashier there, right?
The only person working.
Yeah, I think that's the only person we ever met there. So hi, thanks for finding our channel.
Sylvia, thanks for the super chat. My husband's family is originally from there. I've been there twice and love it. Go back to Orizaba for Christmas. Try typical foods such as chile, atole, memelitas, garnachas.
Oh my gosh, garnachas! I just tried garnachas, which at the beginning we were talking about how it's like kind of a different version of a sope. Like many things are different. Memelas even are like kind of a version of a sope. But garnachas, for you guys who don't know, is
Isthmenyo food.
Yeah, it's so hard. It's such a hard word to say, which I didn't even know existed. The isthmus, though, in Mexico is the part where it curves like this, and there's a little space in between the two oceans.
And there's water on both sides. Isthmus is a word that's really hardly ever used in the U.S. because we don't really have an isthmus.
Yeah,
Maybe in Florida.
I didn't know that was a thing until pretty recently, but I tried one of these garnachas, which is, it's kind of, at least the ones that we've tried, it's pretty small, like this, and fried, then it has shredded meat on top, and then salsa, and this really, almost like, Parmesan cheese, like the powdery kind of Parmesan cheese on top, and it's crunchy, but like soft on the inside of the base. It's, oh, so good.
They are good. Tony, thanks for another super chat. Have you tried corundas? That sounds familiar, but I'm not sure.
What is that? Help us out. Corundas.
Jordan says, when are you guys going back to Vegas? I was just looking at flights today.
Out of nowhere, Jordan's like, we should go to Vegas for this Christmas, as in like a few days from now. I was like, what? Because you're talking about, okay, we're going to be spending Christmas in Mexico this year, but next year I want to go to Vegas, because Vegas goes all out with like the decorations and the lights, and there's like a skating rink at Cosmo, and I'm sure there's Christmas music playing everywhere. I think I would actually like it too, but all of a sudden, he's over here looking at the Delta website, like, what are you doing?
Aaron, thanks for the super sticker.
I was going to read that.
I was about to.
Shiba dog writing with a brush.
I was about to say super chat and then read it all too. All right. Hal says, Tesla? Plug it in, charge. So there's actually enough chargers in Mexico that you could drive a Tesla throughout the whole country. But I don't think it would be reasonable to have a Tesla here unless you were living in a big city.
Yeah. We've got some votes for Jeeps. I gotta say, I would never get a Jeep. If you look at the crash test ratings, the safety ratings on those, they're horrible. And the gas
I
mileage.
did for 2021. They're good.
Okay, the previous
Uh-huh.
2021. That's next year. The
But
previous
they're
ones
already
I've
out.
looked at. Okay, so maybe we'd consider 2021. But the gas mileage. Oh, the car we have right now gets between 50 to 70 miles to the gallon. To go from that to like 15, I would cry. Every day I would get in the car and then cry as I'm filling it up with gas. Half a day, the next half a day, filling up with more gas.
Jeeps aren't that bad. Like, so I was just
I'm being
looking at
dramatic,
this.
obviously.
I was just looking at this, and they're like 24 to 26 miles per gallon, but anything under 30 is just going to
Still,
make you sad.
It will. It really will. I've never had a car that gets less than 30 miles to the gallon. Joseph, being Americans, has how shocked were you that all of Mexico does not celebrate Cinco de Mayo? I think I kind of always knew that was a made-up holiday in the U.S., just like the U.S. rips off every other culture's holidays just to turn them into drinking holidays. I mean, I don't think there's inherently anything wrong with that. Mexico kind of does the same thing, just looks for any reason to party and drink and get together, and why not? Like, enjoy life. um, I do remember, though, our first 4th of July. I always celebrated 4th of July, and like we would have a barbecue with family and everything, and just be a jolly good time. And should I have been surprised that nobody did anything for 4th of July in Mexico? Obviously not, but I kind of was.
Susana asked, can you do a video on being vegan in Mexico? Is it easy or hard? Well, this is a hard video to do if you aren't vegan. You kind of started off vegan when you came to Mexico, so if you watch our earlier videos, they're kind of about that.
And I would say, how hard is it? It depends on where you are, because there's some places that are like everything is seafood. Some places everything is meat. Like Yucatecan food is heavily based in like pork and just meat and cheese in general. But there's some places, like especially in bigger cities like Guadalajara, there were tons of vegan restaurants. So yeah, it just sort of depends.
Thanks for the super chat, Jordan. He says, Merry Christmas from Canada.
Canada, eh? Merry Christmas. I just feel compelled to do that every time. Sorry.
Oh, we got a new member.
Oh,
Suzanne.
brace yourselves.
Which one do we do?
I think it's that one.
Okay.
Welcome to the Tangerine Tribe. And I'm so sorry about that. That air horn.
That was me. I take full responsibility. Henry, thanks for the super chat. Did you by any chance see that people get together last night to watch boxer Canelo Alvarez? Are there few bars open? He actually fought in Texas. No, but we did see a whole bunch of people get together to watch him a couple of years ago on Mexican Independence Day when we were in Guadalajara.
Yeah, and we actually missed El Grito because of it. It was really embarrassing.
I thought the fight was after El Grito.
Well, yeah, but they moved Grito up. It was earlier than everybody told us it was going to be because the fight was happening during the time that it normally would be, I think is how that went. Yeah.
Okay, Tony, thanks for the super chat and specifying what corundas are, and I remember trying these in Morelia.
Oh, yeah!
We ate at that restaurant a few times right by Centro in Morelia.
I actually think in that video I said it's a type of tamal, and people came for me. Because it's, according to Morelians, or what do you call people from Michoacan? Michoacanos? Whatever. They did not like that. But I think it's a good analogy. It looks and it acts and it walks and it talks kind of like a tamal. So
this could be an option. New Volvo hybrid gets 57 miles per gallon.
Sold. That we'll get it.
New Volvo though, that might be pricey.
Are they? I
Maybe.
don't know anything about cars.
I haven't looked at Volvo in ages.
I would say that I haven't looked at car prices in ever, except for when I was buying my car.
Jordan, thanks for the super chat. Loved your live stream with Yellow Productions. That was fun. We did that.
Watching.
We did that in Merida.
Merida.
We were escaping a hurricane at the time.
Yeah, we were pretty tired during that, though.
Yeah,
It
we
was like
were.
we had just come back from Vegas, actually, and it was a red-eye flight. We had two flights that took us overnight back home, and then we got home, and um, we wanted was sleep. We were so tired because, I mean, as you can imagine, after a week in Vegas, you're not getting a lot of sleep as it is. And then to have an overnight flight where we basically didn't sleep the whole night. Then we got back, we finally were able to lay down in the middle of the day to rest, and then we're just getting phone call after phone call after phone call about Hurricane Delta, was it?
I think so. Yeah, tons of people were calling us, being like, "What are you gonna do? It's strengthened to a Category 4, and it's coming right at us."
And we were like, I just want sleep. Please leave me alone. But yeah, we ended up fleeing to Merida, and it was this whole thing because we booked an Airbnb on the way there. The host canceled. Then we found another Airbnb that we booked while we were still mid-drive. That Airbnb, well, they said it wasn't available, so then we're like still on the way. It was just a whole
We
thing.
ended up booking a hotel on Hotels.com or something.
All that to say, that's our life that led up to that Yellow Productions live stream.
We were really tired for that stream, so if we were like lacking energy, that's why.
But we really wanted to make it happen. It was still a lot of fun.
Amber, thank you for the super chat. Love your channel.
Thank you. Thank you for watching.
And if you guys haven't, please subscribe.
Yeah, if you're new here, checking it out, the old Tangerine Travels trio. Well, this is a trio. The third of it is sleeping. Or here, you can see her on my shirt.
Veritas, thank you for the super chat. Or would it be Verit? Yeah, I probably pronounced that good enough. Does Laska have howling fits like in the YouTube videos? She's never been much of a howler. We can get her going with a squeaky toy. If we do a squeaky toy, especially like this certain like squirrel looking one that she likes,
Well, she
she'll
doesn't
start
have that
howling.
anymore. Do you remember Yvette's dogs?
Oh, yeah.
Thoroughly enjoyed that. If I thoroughly enjoyed, I mean destroyed.
Thoroughly enjoyed and destroyed.
Uh,
Do you still use Schwab?
Schwab.
Yep, we sure do.
Uh-huh. Oh, and we can also get Laska going with her roll rolls if we have a treat that we don't give her for a long time, but I think you guys might get bored waiting for her to sass us for that.
If you could only live one place in Mexico, where would you live? At this point, I think I would choose Guadalajara. How about you?
I think I'd be really happy there. Also, Oaxaca City. Let's see. Gianna says new Camry hybrid is pretty nice. The only thing I'd worry about is going from a car to another car. That wouldn't be much of like an upgrade in terms of
You want the four-wheel drive?
Four-wheel drive capability, or like the clearance to avoid the potholes and large rocks and other stuff that we encounter in the roads. Giant potholes, you know.
Henry, thank you for the super chat. Guys, what are your thoughts on some YouTubers earning six figures yearly by 75% of it coming from sponsors? In your opinion, is there any longevity to this? When I heard about this, I was amazed. Did the pandemic affect them? So, yeah, like a lot of YouTubers, well, especially those who are really big, like over 1 million subscribers, do a lot of sponsorships. We don't get offered that many sponsorships.
And of those that we get offered, we generally turn them down.
They're mostly junk. I don't even want to read the emails because it's like promote my video game or something.
Something that doesn't fit our audience, or they're wanting a whole lot and not giving us anything. So they'll be like, we want a dedicated video that's at least 10 minutes long and we'll pay you $100. Like, is it a joke email? Because that's saying that probably 10, 15 hours of our time is worth $100. Like, so
when we're doing one video a week,
yeah,
and don't even do dedicated videos.
But we have had a couple good fit partnerships, and that's when those will you'll see those on our channel. But
is there any longevity to that? Yeah, I think there is. If you have have your channel surrounding a topic that you enjoy, because the YouTubers that get really big are the ones who enjoy what they're doing, and they do it consistently and for a long time, and I think there's longevity in anything you enjoy.
True dat. You can't do something for long that you're not happy with. Thank you so much, Rodrigo, for the super sticker. Appreciate that. Let's see here. Sherry says your hair is growing out fast. It is.
I know.
Oh, okay, here we go. Mike and Roke, is that how you say it? Just joining and heard about the car options. Here's an idea. Whatever you get,
Get Tangerine seat covers or a dash cover.
Okay, like as a tribute to the Tangerine Mobile. I like that. I like that idea.
And Tony, thank you for the super sticker. I swear we'll get caught up on comments soon here one of these days. Thanks, Maureen, for the super chat. If you were to settle in one city in Mexico for several years, which city or village would you pick? Well, I guess we kind of just answered that in another person's question, but for several years, and that other question was if we could only pick one. Would your answer change?
No. It would either be Guadalajara. Of the cities that we visited, because we can't pick somewhere that we haven't gone, that would just be too risky. Oaxaca City or Guadalajara.
But if we had to stay for several years, I think that would rule out all the places that are bad weather for part of the year. There's just so many places in Mexico where you can have great weather year round. So it can be hard to choose a place where you have really hot and humid weather for part of the year.
Yeah. Thank you for another super chat, Tony. Have we been to El Parque Alcalde in Guadalajara? Your mom is from Guadalajara. I've been there a few times and like it a lot.
I think so.
Sounds familiar. And we were there for 4 months and basically did as much as we could. At that time, we were making a video every single day, so we literally did we did multiple things every single day, all over the city. It was exhausting.
If it was there 2 years ago or 2.5 years ago, we've probably been there. But I don't. Yeah, to me too. I don't recall exactly which one it was though.
Hello, Guillermo. Have we been to Querétaro? Not yet, but we really want to. Ivan, plans to get back to the U.S.? Currently, no. We don't have any.
I was looking at flights today.
I don't know about all that, Jordan.
Marina asked, what kind of sponsorships or brands would interest you in your audience? We were just talking to this calling app that solves a major problem of ours, and that's of interest to us, and I think it'd be of interest to people. We've done an Audible sponsorship. That's of a lot of interest to me. I listen to audiobooks all the time.
Mm-hmm. Basically, anything that we think is personally valuable to us, that really fits us in our life, that we ourselves would pay money for, that probably relates to our life or traveling or Mexico. Anything along those lines would probably make a good partnership.
Rick asks, any banditos encountered? Yeah, we came across one in Acapulco.
I knew you were going to say that.
If you've seen our Acapulco videos, we're eating at this restaurant, and all of a sudden I look over and there's a cat like 2 or 3 feet away from us. Then this cat comes up and steals our bread basket off of our table, and it was a raccoon.
Oh my gosh, Jordan. Did you click this one yet?
No, I missed that one.
Thank you, Suzanne, for the super chat. We must try Puerto Vallarta again. Been going for 25 years. I know the Bay of... I know the entire Bay of Banderas. I could give you many towns to visit.
I agree.
Yeah, we need to go back and give it another chance. I think it was kind of like... When we went, we just didn't get the best taste of it. Given that it was like spring break time and where we were staying wasn't the most ideal location, which we've said before, and I'll say it again. Whenever you're picking somewhere to travel, really, really, really consider the location, because I think that can completely determine
how you experience the city, or how much you like it.
How much you like it, or yeah.
Lisa, thanks for the super chat. That tarantula on the walkway to your accommodations the other day scared me. Have you been bit by spiders, centipedes? Is that hard to get used to?
Well, first of all, that scared the ever-living daylights out of me, because it was nighttime, and like I said, I went to put my hand on the banister there, and just in a fraction of I just happened to look down and see that there, and oh my gosh, I almost fell down the stairs. I was so scared. But then I just said hello to Ariana Grande every day. Like, please don't come for me in my sleep. But have we been bit by spiders or centipedes?
When we were in Valladolid that one evening, your head swelled up,
Oh,
like
yeah.
right here. We were thinking maybe you were bit by a spider. We woke up in the middle, or got woken up in the middle of the night one night when we were in Mahawal, and Laska was chasing this big centipede.
Oh, I thought it was a scorpion, or was that just another night there?
That was another time, yeah.
And Mahawal was filled with bugs.
The
Oh
biggest
my gosh.
bugs there
You've
ever.
been stung by a scorpion in your sleep.
Mhm.
I think I've probably been bit by spiders and stuff, but whenever I get bit by anything, including mosquitoes or ants, my whatever it is, part that it bites swells up like crazy. So I think would have the same reaction as spiders. There was also a centipede on my foot one time, or maybe it was a millipede, probably a centipede, at a cenote, and I almost freaked out and threw myself in the cenote. It didn't bite me though, thankfully.
All right, I'm going to attempt to pronounce your name, Olivier. Have you ever been to Mexico when they celebrated Day of the Dead? What was it like?
Yes.
Yeah, so we went. Our first Day of the Dead was in Aguascalientes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that was fun. And then the next year we went to Oaxaca City, and that was like way over the top compared to Aguascalientes.
So much fun. My favorite thing we've ever experienced in Mexico.
We have a bunch of
holidays.
videos on it from it last year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so if you guys want to check those out, you can probably just type in, like, Tangerine Travels Day of the Dead, and then all of those will come up.
Gabrielle, greetings from Ciudad de Mexico.
And happy holidays! Merry Christmas to all you guys! Thank you so much for joining our live stream today. And like we said earlier, if this is your first time seeing the stream, maybe you would consider subscribing to our channel so you can see more travel videos that we make.
Chef Evie Lee says, would you sell products from Mexico, make your own online shop, or help with development? That's nothing I have an interest in. I used to be in the selling stuff online business, and I do not want to get back in that business.
Because there are so many, like, scams that happen, and hiccups, and dishonest people, and logistical nightmares.
And it's not just that. Like, dealing with inventory is a nightmare, and like there's lots of problems to deal with, and I just don't want to do that.
Trina, have we ever watched the movie Frida with Salma Hayek? No, but I don't even think I've heard of that movie. Sounds like something I'd want to watch, though. I like her. She's a good actress. Visit the state of Hidalgo, Gabrielle says. We need to.
Oh, we have been.
We need to go back. We did Grutas de Tolantongo, which is like this natural hot springs that comes out of a mountain. These hot spring pools.
We made a stop in Pachuca. We stayed near Real del Monte for a few nights. What was that the name of the city there? Real del Monte?
Uh-huh. Wait, did we stay there for a few nights?
In that cabin.
Oh,
nearby?
Outside. Yeah, that's where I got my Husky hat in Real del Monte.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you, Bruce, for the super chat. Tacos and lucha libre. We still need to see a match, one of those matches. I don't know why we never did that in Guadalajara, and that was like something that was happened all the time there.
We did so much there, though.
Mm-hmm. Well, we like I said, we made videos every single day, so we had to find something to do every single day. Looking back, I don't know how we did that. It's exhausting. It was so tiring. It makes me tired thinking about it. Welcome, Melissa, to the Tangerine Tribe. Thank you for becoming a channel member.
I hope that's turned out. We used to blast everyone's eardrums out with it. Yeah, it is.
Does everyone still have their hearing? Do we like lengua tacos?
I've never tried it.
It's kind of like a
I'm afraid
texture thing for
try
me.
some of those, like, I'd rather order pastor.
Yeah, same. Because, like, even it's like when I'm eating chorizo or something and then you get a bit that's like something else, it's like cartilage or something.
Yeah.
I feel like that's how lengua would rub me that way, and sorry. Maybe one day.
Juan says, go to San Miguel de Allende. It's a place we really want to visit. We almost made it there early on, and then we were like, an hour and a half away and decided to switch directions.
The wind blew us back to Guadalajara, so.
You guys have been in Mexico for a while now. Do you plan on moving in the future to a new country? Maybe, but I don't know when.
Adam, thank you for the super chat. Love your Vegas videos. Made my travels better. Yay,
Awesome.
That's awesome. Vegas is a place that you can easily have an amazing time or a horrible time if you aren't like prepared with some tips. So I'm glad we could help you out.
Henry, thanks for the super chat. Nowadays, are window screens common in Mexico? Also, how is pest control in Mexico? Considering all the bugs and rodents, is pest control expensive? Are window screens common?
I'd say 50% of the time. Even where we're staying right now, about 50% of the windows have them. The other 50% don't. I don't know why.
I mean, but it's not like you can't buy them. You can go to a hardware store and buy window screens.
And I can't imagine it's expensive. I think it's
no, it's not. I've seen them, like at least the prices in Puerto Morelos. They weren't expensive. And also, how's pest control in Mexico? I mean, there's pest control companies and those who can afford to do it. But yeah, I've never looked into the price, but I imagine it's significantly cheaper than the U.S.
Thank you, Sylvia, for the super sticker. And David, did we get shots before going to Mexico? I took like some shots to prepare myself tequila to like prepare myself for the culture, but
those are the only shots we had.
Yeah, that's the only shots I took. I'm just kidding. I don't even remember the last time I took a shot.
What's your favorite dish to cook? Anything that she makes. She is an awesome chef.
Oh, thank you.
She used to have this vegan, gluten-free food blog when she had tons of allergies and created so many awesome recipes.
Thanks, Dave.
I love your cauliflower wings. Oh, and I don't so many stuff with vegetables. I didn't know vegetables could taste so good.
I have a way with spices. I just know how to put them together in magical combinations.
Monterrey in Nuevo León is awesome. It's a place we haven't been yet.
You know, I feel like... Wait, this isn't Monterrey, is it? Monterrey
yes, it's Monterrey.
Okay. Wait, that's in Nuevo León? That's the capital of... Because it's the capital, right? I thought it was its own... I thought it was Monterrey. Why did I think that? That is the stupidest thing all day that I've said. But I was going to say, it would not be a live stream. This live stream would not be complete if at least one person didn't either ask, when are we going to Monterrey? Have we been to Monterrey? Or just this. That is awesome. I think Nuevo León is awesome. If you guys watched our video last... Oh, I'll show you. This will just be something from that video. My old backpack was just falling apart, and the zipper, like, I didn't even know this could happen, but, like, the whole zipper just, like, popped off of the thing, and then every other zipper was snapping the metal of the zipper, like, that I didn't know could happen either, but I think, like, humidity rusted it out, if that tells you how high the humidity is. Anyway, all this to say, I got a backpack while we were in... Oh no, my things are...
These were not included.
Not included, but I got a backpack in Orizaba, and this is from León.
Not Nuevo León.
Dang it!
León,
I am messing up today. This whole story didn't even make any sense. Anyway, check out my new backpack. Thanks, bye.
I was wondering where you were going with that.
Okay, I'm just gonna go crawl in a hole now. Laska, you take over. Come here. I can't show my face in public ever
Steve
again.
asked, have you guys visited Europe? Not since we had a YouTube... Wait, have we been to Europe since we've had a YouTube channel? Yes, we went to...
To Barcelona. Sit.
We went to Barcelona.
Sit.
And before our YouTube channel, we've been to Madrid, Spain, and we went to... Lisbon, Portugal, and...
Amsterdam.
Yes, Amsterdam, Netherlands.
Sit. Laska, you have to be the new Maddie. I can't be in the stream anymore. I've embarrassed myself.
Oh, Rich says, Merry Christmas from Spain. Merry Christmas. Miguel's laughing at the tequila shots. Love to get those shots. Broom, free pest control.
Yeah, or you guys, have you ever seen those bug zapper wands?
Oh yeah, those are great.
Those are amazing.
Ours died. But
yeah.
But we did get a lot of use out of it before it died. Miguel says yes. Monterrey is the capital of Nuevo León.
So maybe that's my confusion. That it's Nuevo León and then León, Guanajuato. That's. I'm just getting this back. Can we just like move on and ignore that and pretend that never happened? Thanks. Bye.
Wreck-It Ralph, thanks for the super sticker. We're not moving on yet. León is in
No, we are
Guanajuato.
moving on. Let's do this. How did we meet? Totally new topic. We met online. We met from OkCupid, the dating online dating app. Is it called an app if it's just online? When I was using it, it was just online. There was no app. Does that mean I'm old? Because there wasn't an app. Did Tinder? Yeah, of course Tinder was. What am I even saying?
Are y'all gonna have kids one day? Laska, she actually cannot have puppies. So, no, she is not.
That's our doctor.
Yeah.
Kent, you're moving to Merida next year. What's our favorite neighborhood? Oof. We
Our
have
favorite,
not spent a ton of time there compared to some other places,
but
but
near Paseo de Montejo.
Paseo de Montejo, really like that, especially because we have Laska and it's like perfect place to take her for WALK.
Did you do Carlos's already?
I don't think so.
Okay. Carlos, thanks for the super chat. Greetings from Illinois. Look forward to your videos every week. Consider visiting San Luis Potosí. Yes, that's a state we've only driven through.
But oh my gosh, the nature looks so beautiful. Like, is it called
Huateseca
Potosina?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, that just looks amazing. I want to go there for sure. Waterfalls and any type of waterfalls are, like, water features are amazing. Thank you, Anne, for the super chat. Congratulations on the baby. Oh, here we go again. You know, though, I did give up alcohol probably about 4 weeks ago.
It's been over a month now.
Over a month now. So you can draw your own conclusions about that.
You're trying to start rumors now.
Well, Alaska can't have babies. Nobody said I can. Trina, thank you for the super chat. Speaking of Barcelona, are pickpockets really that bad there? I'm hesitant of going to Barcelona, Rome, and Paris because of pickpockets. Well, we haven't been to Rome or Paris.
But yeah, in Barcelona, they were that bad. They were awful. We were there for a week and had an attempted pickpocket twice that we know of, and there could have been more. And compare that to almost 3 years being in Mexico, all over the country, and I think we've had an attempted possible pickpocket once. Like there was one time where some guy was following us, and we made it very obvious that we saw him, and then he stopped.
And that's when I had a purse too, like a side, like shoulder purse.
So,
now I have a backpack everywhere, and I don't really ever feel too worried about it, honestly. Only in Mexico City we wore our backpacks on the front because everybody else was doing that, so it seemed like people probably know something that we don't, but basically like do like the locals do kind of thing.
Steve says, love your Vegas videos. When do you return to Sin City? I would love to go for my birthday. I went for my birthday last year, and that is mid-January. But we'll see.
Angel, the capital of Arizona is Phoenix, where I'm from. One, Christmas goodies you missed from the USA. Christmas goodies. Oh, my mom makes these really good things called cocoa mounds, and it's like cocoa, peanut butter. Actually, I made them
in a Merida video.
2 years ago Christmas video from Merida. But yeah, it's peanut butter, cocoa, sugar, oats, so it's gluten-free if you get gluten-free oats. Really, really good. I'm not a huge sweets person myself.
And it's not so much things that you miss,
Yeah.
it's like the
Experiences of stuff, yeah. Like Christmas music playing everywhere and decorations and spending time with family. There are quite a few Christmas goodies that I've really been liking in Mexico, though. Like the hot chocolate, the like spiced hot chocolate is really good because it's got other stuff besides just chocolate and sugar.
Wait, spiced hot chocolate?
Well, I mean, there's spices in it, like allspice.
Like, where do you get one of those?
Anywhere here. Anywhere in Oaxaca.
Adam, thanks for the super chat. Binge watch all your videos recently with my wife, and we love your stuff. We love Canada and go there a bunch. Check out Niagara on the Lake someday.
Definitely.
Well, thank you so much for binge watching all of our videos. You became part of the Tangerine Elite.
That's a really huge compliment. Anybody who binge watches our videos, you're basically saying you like them enough to just watch them more and more videos. So, thank you.
All right. Do you have any other questions you would like to answer?
MR, what is our favorite house or dwelling architecture that we stayed in? I thought the one in Valladolid was really unique. After we posted that video, this was a very historic building that was, 300 years old?
270 to be exact, but yeah, about 300.
About 300. After we posted it and did the tour, someone was like, oh yeah, that used to be a garage for carriages, right? Like horse-drawn carriages, but it was like really unique how they set it up with the downstairs and then these very, 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 very steep stairs to like a loft area.
I love the style of that mansion we stayed in Merida for a couple of nights. It's like a villa style, so you have the pool in the center and like it's kind of open air in the middle. I really like a lot of the styles around, or a lot of the homes around Lake Japala with the brick arch ceilings. They call it Boveda ceilings. Yeah. And you love arches wherever it is.
That's a weird thing to, but I do?
Yeah, you always point out every time, or like so often, you'll see a building with arches and you'll be like, I love this design.
Huh.
Arches.
I guess I do. How tall are we? Jim, I am 5'3", and you are...
5'9.5", or something.
I'm pretty sure you told me you were just shy of 6 foot in your dating profile.
No, I didn't.
You said,
That's ridiculous.
no. You said something like 5'10", or what most guys call 6 foot.
Okay, yeah, that's what it said.
Uh-huh.
How
False
old are
advertising.
You? False advertising. I'm 5'10" when I wake up in the morning. How old are you? I'm 32.
How old am I? I'm 28. I think. Yeah, pretty sure.
Have you ever spent time in Aguascalientes? Yes, in Aguascalientes.
Mm-hmm. For Dia de Muertos. We liked it there. The people were so nice.
Yeah.
I want to go back. Yes, Lisa, Mexican hot chocolate. Oh, and you have a spicy, because, aren't there some, like, spicy hot chocolates? I'm talking about spiced, at least the ones that I've tried where it has, like, allspice and nutmeg and, I don't know, cinnamon and chocolate and a bunch of other stuff. And it's just, like, a very rich, delightful, warm chocolate drink. Yeah.
All right.
Oops. Us getting very behind on comments.
Henry, thanks for the super chat. Are you guys planning to visit Cabo San Lucas, San Jose del Cabo in the beginning of next year? If so, I really highly suggest that you explore there. Beginning of next year, I don't know. At some point, yes, absolutely. And specifically, I really want to go to La Paz, which isn't technically that same. It's close to there, but it's not that same city.
Oh my gosh, I love hearing all of you guys. Steph, that you've seen all of our videos and you're rewatching them. Oh,
that's awesome.
And Bailey, starting with the binge watch playlist. That is just too cool, you guys. Thank you.
Last I looked, that playlist had almost 500,000 views, which is totally insane.
Whoa. And Rosie said this weekend has been Tangerine Travels binge watching. Awesome. Lucy, thank you for the super chat. Did you say quit drinking alcohol? That's awesome. Me too. About 5 years ago, waking up with no hangers, such a great feeling. Hangers. I hate it when I wake up with no hangers. Where am I going to put my clothes? Yeah, I just decided, like, sometime, I don't know, about a month ago or so, I just didn't want to anymore and started meditating every day instead, and I continue to do, like, my stretching routine. That's just something I've always done. But yeah, it's been good. Don't think I'm going to be, like, sober forever, but I just kind of wanted to see how it would go.
It's a lot cheaper to not drink, that's for sure.
True that.
I'm 5'12".
5'12".
That's
Took me
like
a minute. I was like 5'12". Oh, okay.
that's like the babies who are 24 months old.
Yeah.
No, your child is 2.
I only get that when it's under a year. Like, then you have to describe the child in months. Baby days, I don't know.
And I get it when it's like 22 months, 23 months, and maybe you're just so used to saying how many months, and it's 24 months. No, it's 2 years.
Carlos, the weather in Playa del Carmen for Christmas is going to be probably the best weather of that city or any city in the Riviera Maya of the year.
Yeah, December, January, February.
It's the
Great weather.
coolest and least humid, so you're going to be good to go. Let's see here. Busy Bee, thank you so much. I've been loving this haircut. The shorter, it's already growing out though. I'm gonna have to find some other haircutting wizard, or go back to Merida.
Haircutting wizard.
Oh, and you said, oh, that's so sweet. Going to be back in Mexico in 2 weeks. Woo woo! Let the countdown begin.
Isis Duran, thanks for the super chat. We're at the same age, 29 or 28, 29 in February for me.
I will be 29 in February as well. So happy early birthday to you.
Leroy, thank you for the super chat. Hello guys, I love your Oaxaca videos. Thank you. Yeah, our Oaxaca videos are some of our favorite.
Always have such a good time. Wow, 6 years. That's impressive. Congrats. Tomas says, but tequila's gluten-free. I know, so is mezcal. And wine.
And wine.
Ray says, I'm going to San Cristobal de las Casas. Any suggestions or tips? Ooh, what suggestions or tips? I don't know. I really love looking at all the artesanías there. There's like this huge handicraft market, and I just go up and down looking at it all day. There's a couple walking streets you can explore, like the shops and stuff. It's a city, though, it's a town, really. You can just walk up and down the streets and kind of, like, find things to do without having any type of a plan. So,
yeah, totally.
Yeah, so it won't be hard to meander around and find some adventures.
Vero Gonzalez, thank you for the super chat. Feliz Navidad y Feliz Año.
Igualmente. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. We should have Christmas music playing right now. Or should I say, Feliz Naughty Dog. That's Laska.
Naughty dog.
Laska getting up on the bed, even though she's not allowed to. When in Orizaba, don't tell the hotel this, because we don't let her get up on the bed. But for whatever reason, she would not get on that bed. Every time we came back.
At that particular place. She hasn't gone on the bed once here.
No, here in most places, because it's not allowed. But she was a Feliz Naughty Dog there.
Ken says, Merry Christmas from Winnipeg, still in code red. Yeah, my mom lives there. She was saying they're like basically in lockdown. You have to stay home. Once this passes, we'll be on the first flight out to Mexico, that is.
Yay! Where are you going to go? Where's your number one destination? Where are you dreaming of? Trina, thank you so much for the compliment. Would I ever grow my hair a lot longer, like yours? I've had my hair really long like that, and I used to keep it pretty long in college, like throughout college, but maybe if I knew we were going to be in a place that didn't have a lot of humidity long term, because the humidity is really just, my hair is like wavy curly. This is just how it naturally is. And where we are right now, it's not very humid, so this is it being calm. But with it longer, it's just a disaster. So.
I think you're from Phoenix, so hopefully this is relevant. LOL. I went to Phoenix 3 weeks ago. How do you not miss Little Miss Barbecue? I tried it for the first time and crave it all the time now.
Don't come for me, but I've never been there. My coworkers used to go there all the time, but because I'm allergic to onion, barbecue sauce is generally always made with onion. I could never eat it, and it's like they put it in a sandwich or whatever. I can't have gluten, and I don't believe they have gluten-free bread. But
I don't know if I've been there or not.
I've only heard people rave about that place, though.
But there are a lot of restaurants we love in the
Uh-huh.
Phoenix area. Robert, thanks for the super sticker.
Number
And
one fan.
Tony for another super chat. Do you two watch Netflix and shows you would recommend? I've been binge watching Monarcha, The Queen's Gambit, The Barrier, and Johnny English. I have to say that I haven't seen any of those.
Me either.
What shows have we seen?
Blacklist.
I haven't
That's
turned
one
on Netflix in a while.
Yeah. I've only recently, like within the past week, watched like a Christmas movie or two. But yeah, we were watching Blacklist together for a while. Shameless is a shameless favorite of mine.
There's been some
What
other.
else?
We watched all of Suits,
Suits,
all
yeah.
of White Collar.
White Collar, yes. I'm just gonna repeat all of these after you say them and act like I was totally thinking of that too. What the heck else have we watched?
I think there's a few others, but I'm forgetting them.
Oh, we were watching Black Mirror for a little bit, but then we had to stop watching them because like some of those still kind of make my skin crawl, and they're really, a lot of them were like depressing, and they'll just pop into my mind from time to time, and it makes me sad.
I feel like a lot of the episodes were incomplete stories.
Yeah,
Like there
it
was
just
something
leaves you on a
missing.
cliffhanger, and then you never, it's like an open loop that your brain can never complete, which is probably why I keep coming back to it all the time.
And Marth, thank you for the super sticker. We appreciate that. And Andrew for the super chat. Heading to Veracruz tomorrow and spending Christmas Eve in Orizaba.
Yay!
Saving your video for the plane ride. Did you visit La Parroquia, the local coffee shops? Any must-sees for you?
So La Parroquia, we did go to that place in Heroica, Veracruz, and it was very good. Definitely try a lechero. That's like typical Veracruz style coffee where they like pour it really high. I think they're pouring the milk into the espresso or into the coffee. Oh my gosh, what else? Well, we did include a lot of our recommendations of the things that we enjoyed the most in that video.
For being not that big of a city, though, I can't believe how much there is to do and see, though. We missed a lot.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't go to any of the museums, and there's a lot of museums. There's Palacio de Hierro, which is a really pretty building that you have to do, or that you have to see. Go up on the Teleférico, the sky tram that takes you up to the top of the mountain.
The only thing I would say to like just be aware of is that I don't know if it's because of the pandemic or not, but the hours of everything are really weird, and Google Maps and TripAdvisor were not helpful at all. We updated as much of restaurant hours and stuff as we could as we were going along, but it was really hit or miss.
You had the darndest time finding coffee in the morning.
Oh my gosh, coffee shops would not open until 11 a.m. or noon or 2 p.m. I'm like, I'm sorry, who drinks coffee this late? If I drank coffee at 2 p.m., I would be up until 2 a.m.
We ended up finding a couple that served coffee by 9 a.m., but...
Like, there was one that was a gym. It was a cafe outside of a gym.
I think even Starbucks there doesn't open until 9 a.m.
Maybe we've just become early risers. I don't know. Do I have an OnlyFans? Oh my gosh.
No, you do not. That I know of.
What? Oh, you're answering that. That you know of? Oh my gosh.
Anthony, thanks for the super chat. Thank you for taking us with on your adventures. My first trip to Mexico is the end of March. Yay! Awesome. Where are you going?
Where are you going? That's exciting.
And thank you for the super chat. We appreciate it.
Oh, Walter White. Yeah, Breaking Bad. We binged, like, we watched the whole Breaking Bad together.
Oh, yeah, that was good. That's a good show.
I'm not going to ruin it for anybody, but the ending, bothers me to this day.
Tony says, Shameless is funny.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, it's a crazy show. Crazy. It's nuts.
Yeah. I'm sad, though, the recent season that Fiona's not in it anymore. It's still okay, but it's not the same. It's not the good old Seamus.
Bailey, thanks for the super chat. Will $20 go far over there for an awesome Christmas dinner? Bon appetit and happy holidays.
Aww.
It sure will.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's about 400 pesos, which would be a pretty nice dinner.
Joseph says, watch 1994 on Netflix for a good view on recent Mexican history.
Oh, okay.
Thanks for the recommendation. Have you guys traveled to Mazatlan yet? Yeah, very early on in our travels.
We made a bunch of really short videos there when we didn't know what we were doing. So if you want to go see the early stages of Tangerine Travels.
Even though they were very early on at our channel, I still really enjoy the Mazatlan videos.
It was a different style back then.
Very,
Let's
very
just say
different.
that.
Maybe too many cuts.
Yeah. That was back when I thought it was best to have it be the shortest video possible. Like 2 minutes or 3 minutes. We thought a 5-minute video was a long video.
Mm-hmm.
Trini, thank you for the super chat. Have we ever heard of the show from Telemundo, El Señor de los Cielos? On your spare time, I'd recommend that show, which is on Netflix. I don't believe we have, but I'll keep that in mind. Always looking for Spanish shows that we can keep practicing. Keep practicing and learning more Spanish.
Anthony says, flying to Cabo. My friend lives about an hour north on the Gulf. Cool.
Yeah, we really need to go to the Baja Peninsula.
Oh, gosh. What a hard question. We are considering spending a year traveling through Mexico, spending a month at each 12 different cities. What would be your top 12? That's a really cool idea.
I would have to think about that. Because I could start listing off cities that we really like.
But I know I'd miss some.
Yeah, and then I would probably prioritize some that we've gone to recently just because they're fresh in my memory.
So I know we recently did a video on why we would never live in like the Mexico Caribbean, but I would still spend one of your months there in the winter. And
like December, January.
But I wouldn't specify a specific city. Maybe like stay in Puerto Morelos and then like go visit Playa del Carmen, go visit Bacalar while you're there. But then I would do Mazatlan, Guadalajara, maybe Mexico City, Oaxaca.
Aguascalientes, maybe. And then there's some places that we haven't been to that I would probably think that I might want to put on this list, like somewhere in San Luis Potosí or Querétaro. Or we spent one night in Zacatecas, but I feel like that'd be a place I'd really like.
Go to Merida on a cooler month.
Mm-hmm. Morelia.
Morelia was cool.
Guanajuato.
But the thing is, if I'm just saying these out loud, I know I'm going to miss a whole bunch. So I don't think I could do that very well without writing them down.
Rick said, thought all food in Mexico had onions. You would think, but surprisingly, a lot of stuff can be made without onions. And it's even because it's all, like, a lot of it is freshly made. If I ask for a salsa without onions, sometimes they can make it for me. So
that's a big difference between here and the U.S. In the U.S., like, almost all the salsas at restaurants are pre-made. So a lot of times you can't ask for it without that. But in Mexico, they typically make everything themselves.
Mm-hmm. Trini, thank you for another super chat. Would I ever wear a Mexican folkloric dress and start dancing with Jordan on some mariachi, attire? I believe that video would go viral. Yeah, I would totally do that. I used to be a gymnast and dancer, so I really enjoy dancing. It's really this guy. We would have to get on board with that.
I would need some training. Let's just say that.
That'd be so cool, though, with like an 8-man or 10-man or whatever the biggest man mariachi band is, and like one of those dresses that I can twirl all over the place. Oh my gosh, I love that. It's so satisfying to watch those dresses twirl all around.
Carlos says, any plans to come to Tamaulipas? Not yet. We've heard a lot of things saying it's dangerous to go there. So I would like guidance from a local if we went. If you have tips for us, please share.
I saw Joe. Have we ever been to Monterrey? Not yet. We've driven through there, but we haven't stayed in the city. I don't know what this is about. Is this someone in the chat? Do we think of Ann Coulter?
Mm-hmm.
Or is
that's someone on like some news show or something. I have no idea what station she's on. I have no opinion of her.
I don't really watch the news.
Yeah, me either.
There was some book that I read a while back that was like basically The guy would never listen to the news or read a newspaper. He would just go to breakfast every day, and he would ask the waitress.
That was a 4-hour work week.
4-hour work week. Okay, I almost said that, but I didn't want to be wrong. We'd ask the waitress, what are the headlines today, or like, what's the big news today? And then anything that was important, that waitress or waiter would tell him, and that's how he was updated on the news. I'm sure that wasn't the end of it. Like, if there's anything important, he might look into it more, but I like that. I don't like watching the news.
Better Call Saul is also good if you like Breaking Bad. Yeah. Did we ever finish that? I know we watched a good chunk of that show.
I think it was one of those shows that didn't come out with everything, didn't come out with the whole season. It was coming out with them like week after week, like the olden days. You guys remember the Stone Age when the new episode would come out like that night, the week, that day of the next week? And I think we kind of got busy or didn't watch the rest. I don't remember.
Hello, I was wondering if you gave up your American citizenship. Nope, we still have that. For great food, try Thailand.
Thailand.
We love our Thai food.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if I could deal with the spicy level of Thailand.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Like when we go to a Thai place and we get a spicier dish, it's just like burn your face off.
Mm-hmm. Even when it's when I get mild. I was totally thinking that. I need some water. How do you say your name? Is a P silent? Joter? Joter? Sorry. Do we follow any...
How's it spelled?
P-J-O-T-R.
I think it's Peter.
Oh, Peter. Okay. Do we follow any non-Mexican YouTube channels? I watch a lot of ASMR. Does that count? We do generally watch other travel vloggers, like Karen Nate is a big favorite of ours. Who else do we watch? I'm like blanking on everyone right now. But a lot of Mexico ones too.
Not that many outside of Mexico, like travel channels. At least for me.
Mostly ASMR for me.
Antonia says, you're my favorite travel YouTubers. Thanks.
Oh, thank you.
Have you guys tried chapulines from Oaxaca? Yes, we have.
Yes.
We've tried them by themselves. Not the biggest fan. We tried them in esquites, chopped up very finely. I preferred them that way versus by themselves. Just, it's not that bad, but you just have to get over the fact that they're bugs.
And to me, with the legs are like chewing on tiny toothpicks. They like stab you in your gums and your tongue and the top of your mouth and stuff. So if it could be like blended up into a very fine powder, like protein powder kind of, and then put on stuff, I would totally eat that for more sustainable protein. But I cannot with those legs. Nope.
How do you combat food poisoning? Do you use Tums or drink ginger tea? Suffer?
Yeah, the last time
and try to drink water?
Yeah. Last time I got it was in Tulum, and, well, actually, the 2 times I've ever gotten food poisoning in Mexico were both in Tulum, different trips. Yeah, I just suffered and then eventually got better, but then afterwards people were telling us about a bunch of different, like, Mexican drugs that you can get, and then other people were saying, like, use activated charcoal, which I totally should have done, but we didn't have any on us at the time. Isis... yes, I love ASMR, and everyone I tell about it thinks it's weird. Like, it's so relaxing. Yeah, everybody I tell about it thinks it's weird too, and I think it's just that not everybody gets the tingly feelings that ASMR gives. So, like, for instance, not everybody, like, when I hear some songs, I'll get goosebumps from that. Only some people get goosebumps when they listen to some music, not everybody. And it's the same thing with getting the relaxing feelings from ASMR.
I'm thinking we should wrap up this live stream.
Yeah,
Do you have a bell to go?
Oh, no, wait, I don't think I have that notebook anymore.
Oh.
Well, I will have to work on that bell. But thank you guys for joining our holiday Christmas live stream. We really appreciate you joining us. Please subscribe if you haven't already so you can see upcoming videos. Our next week's video is going to be something Christmas related.
And go check out the video we put out yesterday. It was a fun one.
Yeah, from Orisaba with all the Christmas spirit there. But thank you guys again for hopping on, and hopefully we'll be able to do another live stream next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye!